Hey, Lock here. All right, we're going to do a quick oracle read here. It says, let go of ego, okay? Try to get that in there. Let go of ego. So when I see this ego, it means perception of self and also the perception of the inside of the outside world. I'm glad that we got this message again because we got it earlier while I was practicing. And so, anyway, so with that being said, this let go of ego. Right off the bat, what I'm getting with to tell you is to re-say that message, and that message went like this. Remember, the ego is the perception of self as well as the perception of the outside world. And the collective that I speak to and for you guys have been through a lot, okay? And your perception of yourself as well as the perception of the inside world, of the outside world, should I say, in the inside world, right? As I said, yourself, but also the outside world has been, I'm hearing, blackened, right? A fog has been put over you, right? You have seen some of the worst things in this world can have, some of the most pure evil faces, right? And what I'm hearing to tell you is as well is to, almost embrace what happened to you. Do not compare as though yours is less than somebody else's, even though, as they say, somebody might have had it worse. That is not a good way to look at yourself and what happened to you. It's not going to help you to accept what happened to you and how it fully impacted you. It really made you feel as though you were nothing. It made you feel as though your whole life almost like you don't know who you are. And also, again, it made you scared of the world, but at the same time, deep in your heart, you always just want to connect with people, right? You come in peace, as they say. I'm hearing my collective, you guys are like aliens, right? And so you got to let go of that ego of that the world, even though you have seen and you experience some of the most evil things in this world, and you have experienced some of the most deepest pain as well, know that this isn't going to be your life for the rest of your life. You do have choices. You do have more power than you realize. If you're here, you're starting to realize that, or you're questioning it. Yes, you're on the right path. Okay, you have more power than you realize. Okay, and you're trying to build that power and to just keep on going. It is a possibility to get out of any situation, no matter how bad it gets, or how bad you feel, as your memories in your past have shown you that, haven't they? There's been so many times where you felt so low, you felt like you were trapped, and you were able to get out of that, right? And at the very least, that feeling did not last, right? You were able to experience joy and happiness, though fleeting, but you were able to experience sort of peace, okay? And now, it's time for you to let go of that ego of that the whole world is a scary place. That's just a little small part of it, okay? And how we have proof that the world is an amazing place. My collective, you're proof. And you're not the only person, right? You're not the only person, okay? There are more people like you, right? The world is bigger than what your experiences are. It's just that now it's time for you to create those experiences, all right? So that you can change the ego, so you can change the perception of the outside world. And then also, please work on yourself, okay? Like I said, the collective who I speak to, you guys have, again, some of you guys don't, because of the way the abuse was, you felt like you lost yourselves. Some of you, because it's childhood trauma, you never fully realize who you are and how you walk in this world, and now you're trying to discover yourself. And I think that is such a beautiful thing. But what that lens was put over you was that you were such a horrible person. I'm seeing the word shame in capital letters, right? You're scared to connect with people because you fear that the same thing is going to happen, right? Just for you being yourself, right? You're going to get that shame. And so you mask parts of yourself, but you also want to connect. So one of the best ways to attract that, I'm going to give you a little key here, all right, is to first, again, as you're doing right now, go on that journey of self-discovery, okay? And once you start lifting that lens and clearing that lens of your ego, of yourself, the perception of self, you will attract other people who will reflect that back at to you, okay? It's going to take a while. I'm not going to lie. For a lot of the collective who I speak to and for, it's going to take a minute for you to get that soul tribe, as they would say, to find that love if you are not with somebody, if you're single, to actually feel at peace. All right, this journey is very hard, I'm not gonna lie, but it's doable, man. It's doable. You see me smiling right here because I've been doing this for 5 years, guys, okay? And trust me, I've been there, okay? And so they just want you to let go of the ego, right? Let go of that nasty perception that people put about you inside of your head, that made you mask yourself because you feel like you're not good enough. You may feel you're annoying. You may feel that you're too this, you're too that. So you hide parts of yourself. But when you dive down into those memories, I'm getting called to say to you, is that you'll find that people actually enjoy these parts about you. You'll actually find it's not just about the other people's perception of you, but you start realizing that these are such beautiful parts of who you are, okay? And you're and with that self-worth, with that building of self-worth, you're going to gather more self-respect. And that just hold that it just you exude that in your energy, all right? It gets into your bloodstream, it gets down into the DNA. All right, I'm hearing it gets down into the mitochondria. What is that? My guides are so funny. Okay, it gets down deep in this, as you guys are seeing that this world is about vibration, it's about energy, it's about frequency. And one of the ways to hack that is to change the perception. It's to change the perception of yourself, right? So that you can build self-esteem, that you can fucking do this. For my tarot readers, you are the freaking magician, all right? You are the high priestess, okay? I'm seeing that my whole collective, though, everybody, we are all fools, though. That's awesome. The fool in the tarot, of course, okay? Awesome. That's a dope-ass energy to have, okay? We don't mind packing lightly, okay? So take what you need and leave the rest, okay? All right, you can do this. I'm getting called to lead you down to some platforms that you can help build yourself, okay, and understand things that have happened to you in your past to help clear that out. And one of the biggest ones right now that's coming to mind is Jerry Wise, okay? Another one is Jillian Wise, all right? Dr. Romani is amazing, and as well as Patrick Teahan, okay? For people who are trying to do relationships, and being called to lead you down to look up Miss Thais Gibson. I forget the name of her platform. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But Thais is Tiesse Gibson. Okay, you just look her up and look up her work about attachment styles is amazing. And also I'm being called to lead you to Miss Heidi Priebe as well, and she's amazing with that too. They helped me understand my attachment styles and how I show up in relationships, and also how people also showed up towards me as well. Is so amazing to see. And again, the letting go of the ego, that perception, right? It helps you bring forgiveness as well. And forgiveness, again, it doesn't mean that those bad things didn't happen to you, okay? But what this is doing is to help you let go, to become a fool, right? To start anew, okay, on a new journey, on a new path. I'm hearing of self-discovery, all right? But not only that, of discovery of life itself and how beautiful it can be, right? But it starts with you, and only you can do it. You gotta let go of that old ego, okay? The old perception of yourself and the old perception of the world, because the world is an amazing place. Again, you just gotta open up your eye and see. Have a good one, guys.